All right, y'all. So here's why supervision feels like Groundhog Day and why it's not your fault. You're restarting every week because your system doesn't support continuity. You sit down to supervise and ask yourself, what were those goals we were working on again? Did I even document notes about it? What feedback did I give? You're mentally recreating the wheel every single session, and it's draining. Here is how Ascend solved that problem for me. Because let me tell you, my mind was like a hamster wheel that I could not get off of before I found a system that worked for me. So when we take a look at this page, the RBT Goal Tracker is what it is at the bottom. This is our place to track the goals that we've been working on in session from session to session. So if you're using the Ascend assessments, you're going to reference what assessment you used and where you're pulling this goal from. So for example, we were in our ethical conduct section of the assessment. So our goal topic is going to be just a general broad topic of what the goal is targeted towards. So with ethical conduct, maybe we will target confidentiality. Our goal description is going to be that specific goal that we're working on. So pulling it from the Ascend assessment piece or make up something between you and your RBT that fits what you're doing and what you're working on. So our goal description being use only client initials when talking about client in common areas. Wow, my typing is off today. There we go. So we're going to set our date of the start of this goal. Now, when we come back and find mastery, we're going to document that date here. But let me show you something that's even cooler. So, like I said, we've been in our RBT goal tracker. Now let's go back to the RBT session to session tracker. Specific to this, when we have whatever day that we're working on, here, I'm going to document that just because it's the day that we're on. Scroll over all the way to the right, kind of towards the end. And in column N, you're going to see the RBT goal targeted. So the goals, as you put them on your goal tracker, come to pre-populate here in your session to session tracker, and you can reference it directly what you were like what goal that you were working on previously so that you can revisit this next session. You also have the opportunity to just kind of document your check-in about that goal. Has it been started? Was it something you even targeted, or was it not observed that session? Did it need prompting when you were working on it? Were you able to work on practicing it with some support, or was it even met? So there is your way to utilize the RBT goal tracker and your session to session notes to keep up better with what goals that you are working on in session with your RBT to keep better continuity from session to session and reaching these goals. Now, another quick note before we go. The RBT monthly goal mastery will offer a graph of across a month of how many goals were met per month. So for example, if we go over here and we master this goal, we're going to see it's mastered. It also counts down our days to mastery. And then there will be a continuous count of the goals that we have mastered. But if we go back to this chart, now you see that we have one goal mastered in the month. So this is able to give you a bit of a visual display as well of your goal progress. So there we go. There is our RBT goal tracker to help you find better continuity in managing your RBT's goals. And y'all, I built this because I couldn't keep up with everything, trying to hold it all in my head from a particular RBT session, from one to one or RBT to RBT. So now with Ascend, I don't have to do that. The system does the work for me. And not only do I not have to do it, but neither do you. So If you are all done and tired of supervision deja vu, ready to say goodbye, let me know in the comments and let's check out elevateyourABAsupervision.com.